Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, bamboozled, hoodwinked, fooled, taken for a ride. We can go on and on and on. Y'all been conned. Everybody's saying they took the FTT, FTX, FTG, MB. They took him to jail in the Bahamas because he was going to testify at Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, God, sleight of hand. You guys need to pay attention to the guy with the yellow balloon. Who's the guy with the yellow balloon? Congress. Let's find out.
Parent company Disney was among those affected. Here's a part of his testimony before the Senate Banking Committee about losing millions in the crypto crash.
I entered into an agreement with FTX to be a paid spokesperson. I was paid approximately $15 million for these services, plus approximately...
Why is he reading from a script? Why is he doing approximately? Approximately. He had time to prepare for this hearing. Why is he saying approximately? What most of you guys don't understand, when attorneys use the word approximately, that means that it could be anywhere from 1 penny to 800 trillion pennies. But let's continue, because it's approximate.
$3 million to cover the portion of taxes due. The equity is now most likely worthless, and the accounts have been stripped of their assets and, interestingly, financial records. I've written them all off to zero. The collapse of FTX is nothing new. Well,
hold on, what'd you do?
Their assets and, interestingly, financial records. I've written them all off to zero.
Wait, hold on.
Is now most likely worthless.
Hold on. He has determined, and I didn't hear this the first time, listening to it now, he's determined that he cannot get his money back, and he's written it off as worthless. He's determined that the debt is worthless. Pay attention.
Have been stripped of their assets and, interestingly, financial records. I've written them all off to zero. The collapse of FTX is...
Ladies and gentlemen, he's written them all off. Look at that, he gets to save a ton of money on his tax credits. Hold on now. Y'all need to pay attention to what's going on. He didn't lose anything. Shh. This is all a show. You guys see the man in the background with the yellow balloon? Oh, that's him holding the paper. He's the distraction, everyone. Let's let him talk again.
Nothing new. While this situation is painful for shareholders, employees, and account holders, in the long run, it does not change this industry's promise.
And Kevin O'Leary joins.
Wait, we ain't gonna listen to no Kevin, no stupid O'Leary. Get on out of here, Kevin. Ain't nobody got time for you, ignorant mother. Sorry, I don't care about Kevin. Okay, Kevin ain't my friend. Let's talk for a minute, shall we? When cryptocurrency first came out, everybody and their grandfather was asking me, are you going to invest in cryptocurrency? And I told them no. I told everybody from the very beginning that before cryptocurrency was even started, I had already come up with our own cryptocurrency called grant funds. Okay, we don't pay nobody in dollars. We pay everybody in grant funds. Go ahead and ask any one of our subcontractors. From the time of the Legal Redress Commission until now, everything is always grant funds. Why? Because we do the conversion. We don't need nobody else to do the conversion because this was already the thought. However, the people who created Bitcoin, they weren't the first to do this, but they were the first to let everybody and their grandmama know they were doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin made the biggest mistake. What did they do? They got greedy. They decided to go public. When you go public in trading, you are now engaged in the business of commercialism. Commercial business is regulated by Congress. Congress got to regulate Bitcoin. Hold on now. Now you're going to find out why you shouldn't be paying attention to the man holding the yellow balloon. The United States government is now going to create regulations for Bitcoin. Regulations. But they've already had regulations, yes, but those were the minor ones. They needed a big, huge event so that they could do a 9/11 with Bitcoin. Oh, wait, hold on. You don't believe me? Just sit back and wait. Watch and see what Congress does. Watch and see how the SEC is going to come up with regulations. Congress is going to come up with regulations. And guess what they get to do at that point? The United States digital currency. We're at the top of the heap because we control the rules, the arena, the forum, and the currency. So now the United States gets to take over Bitcoin because there was no way in the world they were going to let a private group of individuals beat them to the punch. We told you guys they are patient. We told you they're changing the monetary system. We know that they're going to digital currency. And this is the way for them to do so and to control who gets to play in that arena. Now, look, ain't nobody else talking about this. Ain't nobody else focusing you all on this. I say sit back and watch. Don't comment on it. Don't make it a big deal. Just sit back and prove me wrong. Just let time. Because time, it heals all wounds, except for the wounds that won't close up and that's got eaten up by that flesh-eating virus. No, see, time can't heal those wounds. You know, more time those viruses get, the more they spread throughout the whole body, and then there ain't no more body anymore because it's done spread everywhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, be patient. But understand, FTX had too many Democrats, too many Republicans, and too many businessmen investing millions of dollars. You don't invest $3 million in a company without vetting the company first, without vetting their finances, without looking at their books. Nobody is saying that the young man, Mr. Pay attention, Bankman, he actually had a last name with the word bank in it. Okay? Freed? Now he needs to get let out of jail? Come on now. Y'all need to see the irony in this, how they done set this all up. But let's continue. All of these big time investors invest their money in this company and they didn't vet the company. They didn't take a look at its books. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people wanting us to invest in, there is no way in the world I'm going to invest in anything unless I find out about it first. You had better believe it. Talk to anybody with any organization. The moment they bring up a suggestion, I throw all of the cons at it. Yeah, because your mama is a con, ignorant mother. Anyway, I throw all the negative, because I'm like your mama, an advocate for the devil. Anyway, and I'm sorry, that's for those people out there who are commenting to themselves thinking that we can't hear them. But we can hear them, can't we, honey? Oh, you better believe I can hear them, mother. They sitting up there talking so loud in their heads that I can't even focus on what you're saying. I know that's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, well, you go ahead and you keep talking. I'm going to focus on them, mother, and I'm going to send some vibes their way so they understand who they messing with. All right, you don't let it get to you too much, okay? You be careful. Okay, because you know they can send it back your way. Oh, they ain't sending nothing back my way. I got something phone. Okay. Well, I'm finish the video. Yeah, you go right on ahead and you finish. No, I got this. So you go right ahead, you finish. I'm gonna take care of that. You ain't gotta worry about that. I got that. All right. All right. See you in a minute. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, gonna have to get him some help. Whoo. Anyway, as I stated, since I've heard of Bitcoin and then heard they were getting an IPO an initial public offering, which means they were going public. They were no longer going to be private. Because they did that, that allowed Congress to regulate them. And now they were trading on the market. Regulations. You had better believe that that young man receiving that much money did not have accountants on hand. See, he wasn't siphoning billions because that's too risky. Everybody knows if you're going to siphon money from anything, you got to siphon a little bit at a time. That way nobody notices it until it's too late. And then they done seen that after 15 years, you done took 500 trillion, billion, quadrillion dollars from the United States like the U.S. military does. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? I'm sorry. Ooh-wee, I didn't supposed to say that out loud. Y'all not supposed to know how much the military sits up there and siphons shit, and the CIA and the NSA, man, all the money they siphon from. Oh, I'm still talking out loud, huh? Well, because it's done over a long period of time, nobody notices it until it accumulates. I'm here tonight to announce that the Pentagon has lost $2.3 trillion, and they can't account for it. And so we've launched an investigation to determine where those funds are. Sorry. Plane crashed into the building. Oh, yeah, it was a plane. No, it wasn't a rocket. It was a plane. We only showed y'all 2 seconds of video, but it was a plane. And the plane, no, it doesn't matter about fuselage being missing. It was a plane, okay? And where that plane hit is where those files were that we were investigating. We didn't have no backup files. We put everything there. We didn't have no backup files, no place, because we the Pentagon. We don't back up no files. I apologize, y'all. I'm still talking out loud. I ain't supposed to be doing that. Quit watching the man with the yellow balloon and focus on why he's standing there with a yellow balloon. What is he trying to distract you for? Ladies and gentlemen, FTX, FTX, FTX. That's all you hear about on the news. The person of FTX, the billionaire, blah, blah, blah. Well, he's not a billionaire anymore. The former billionaire, blah, blah, blah. Whoa, you guys just heard of a billionaire being taken down, and now you're interested. That's $1 billion. How could he lose $1 billion? Same thing I did when I was 15, when I heard Donald Trump's companies and corporations had filed for bankruptcy several times, and he was still construed as a billionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, is Trump a billionaire now? Yes, all of the monies that people have donated to Trump during the past couple of years puts him back over the $1 billion mark. Yes, because he gets to use those funds for his campaign. Why do you think he's running for president again? Because he gets to use those funds. He gets to host events and use the money to put back into his organization. He knows what he's doing. Don't think Trump is stupid. Trump is not stupid. He just talked about his, pay attention, his digital cards. Digital. NTX cards. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know why? Because he gets to take the money and commingle, and you will never know. God, we all know that ain't that many people. He's got a lot of fans. He's got so many fans that he ain't ever got to worry about getting too hot. The Kool in the Gang. It's too hot, too hot, too hot, lady. Gotta run for shelter, gotta run for shade. It's too hot, so, so hot, baby. Anyway, if you don't understand, the first call I got today was somebody telling me how ludicrous and bizarre his announcement was. And the first thing I told the person, they asked me, did I watch the video they sent? I said, no. I said, but I'll get a chance to look at it when I get an opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, but the first thing I told her, I said, that's publicity. He learned from Michael Jackson. All publicity is good publicity because it's got everybody talking about that idiot, including me, this day, this night, on this platform. That's why he did that. Remember, they were trying to say he was irrelevant. All he wants is his name to be said and shouted and talked about. The more they say his name, the more when people see it on a ballot, they're going to be picking that name. That's what he's trying to do. Ha ha. So don't knock Trump. He's not stupid. The rest of you, start using your heads. Stop believing in all these conspiracies. Use logic. Logic will solve all your problems. When you're trying to figure out a problem, use simple logic. Really simple. Look, I serve the true God, Jehovah. But you know, everything he does is logical. Every single thing he does is logical. Even his forgiving of people is logical. Why? Because he's superior to us. He can't hold us to his standards. Now, does he set standards? Yes, but he allows room for mistakes. And when those mistakes are made, if a person is truly repentant, meaning that they've walked away from it, won't do it no more, and are sincere, he forgives them. He doesn't bring it back to, hey, you remember what you did? September 14th, 3:47 a.m., 3:47 a.m. and 46 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, remember there was a roach walking across the floor and you stepped on it, talking about it shouldn't have been in your house? Okay, well, that was my friend. So, no, it ain't no forgiveness for that one. See, he ain't like that. He don't play them games right there. All right? So, logic. Sorry, it sounds cliche-ish, but as a kid, I said if it doesn't make logic, it doesn't make sense. Ladies and gentlemen, for Congress to hold a hearing and for the FBI, through the so-called what is that thing, Bermudian government, to arrest a man who just did, literally just did a what do you call it, a meeting, hearing, or whatever, convention, whatever, with a billionaire and Clinton. He was just with them and there was no heads up. Y'all gotta be kidding me. And then he's doing all of these interviews. Everybody, they want to make it look like he's crazy, inexperienced, don't know what he's doing. If you believe that, then you won't understand what's going on. Go back and watch the interviews and watch how he is very careful with his words because he's been trained, he's been coached. This is a show. You guys need to see the directors. You need to see the script being written. It's all right in front of you. Now, if you can't see it, I'm sorry, because I've been doing this for a while. I can see the script. You didn't know nothing about this idiot. You ain't even heard of this fool. Then all of a sudden, there's a report that says his finances are questionable. And then all of a sudden, there's a run on his company. And the next thing you know, he's filing bankruptcy. And then the next thing you know, he's out of the country. While there's a pending indictment. Excuse me? Why was the indictment secret? Why wouldn't they have announced it to him? Why wouldn't they have not brought him to a court and the judge ordered him not to go anyplace and they did the indictment publicly? Because it's a game. Not everybody's worthy to play the game. You know, some of them are Byron Scott and the other one are Michael Cooper. And some of them are Magic Johnson, but not everybody's worthy. Okay. Hey, I'm going to go because I'm already laying down. Uh, that headache thing, having a headache every day, it was because of me trying to be macho, man. I like to be a macho man. Anyway, and things don't work like that. I literally would like to tell y'all the feet, whoo-wee. Once your feet get cold, when you're in my situation, that's it. And my body struggles really difficultly. Did you say difficultly? Difficultly. Difficultly. Mm-hmm. You didn't mean difficulty, huh? No, difficultly. Okay, he said Lee, y'all. Y'all got to leave him alone. All right? It's like generals. Leave him alone. Yes, to regulate its temperature. That's a lot of energy, which is why I've been so tired. Didn't realize it until literally didn't realize it until earlier today, which I said stop being so stubborn. Go and get that propane tank and hook that junk up. And that's what I did. I got the propane tank and I hooked it up. You feels me? And because I went and got the propane tank and I hooked it up, today was a great day. I even just turned it on, and after 10 minutes I have to turn it off because it's too hot. Too hot, too hot, too hot, baby. Gotta run for you. Gotta stop saying too hot, okay? That's gonna have you cooling and a ganging and talking about dun 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 dun. It's ladies' night and the feeling's right. Cooling again and it's celebrate good times. Come on, let's celebrate. There's a party going on. See, I can do Cool in the Gang all night, y'all. Hey, take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And remember, stop focusing on the man with the yellow balloon. He's not the person that you should be watching. You should be able to see the strings. There's always a string. Follow the string and you'll see who's running the show. Where was the puppet performing? Was he not performing in front of Congress? Ah, that means Congress was pulling the strings. Ah, now you know. Congress set this whole thing up. How did you know he was scheduled to testify before Congress? We didn't know that idiot was scheduled to testify before Congress. You know that he was scheduled to testify before Congress because they told you he was scheduled to testify before Congress. And then somebody put it out there. Oh, they wanted to keep him from testifying. Why? They didn't want him to reveal any secrets. Why? Because he would have revealed what the Democrats. Democrats? This ain't got nothing to do with no Democrats or no Republicans. They both were invested in his company. So stop following the lies. Ladies and gentlemen, stop listening to them tell you what the issues are. Stop listening to them tell you why somebody did something. How do they know why somebody did something? But they're always telling us why they did it. Why can't the person tell us why they did it? Okay? And he covered himself pretty good when he did the interviews. He made sure not, he said it was his fault. Now, he did accept responsibility, but what did he accept responsibility for? Go ahead, go back and listen. He didn't take the blame for nothing. He just accepted responsibility because he was the CEO. And that's all he said. But what did he accept responsibility for? Exactly. So stop believing that he went on a whirlwind tour, sitting up there talking on these talk shows. That was all distraction. Stop watching the man with the yellow balloon because the man with the yellow balloon passed the balloon to someone else. You didn't see the sleight of hand of them passing. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Oh, pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It's like a. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, you didn't see them pass the baton. That's why the idiot showed up at Congress. That's why they just showed us what he had to say. Do you not pay attention? The show must go on. And they're going to pass the baton to someone else, and then it's going to end up being passed back to the person who had the baton in the first place. Y'all need to pay attention because it's obvious to me. It should be obvious to everyone else. So, as I said, prove me wrong. In a couple of months, there'll be regulations for Bitcoin and currency exchange markets for Bitcoin. And those regulations will require this and require that and require this. And then it will require this and require that and this regulation and that regulation. Whoo-wee! It's pretty much going to knock everybody out of that. And then they're going to put monitors to where they can trace every single coin to and from whomever it's coming from. If you don't believe me, sit back and watch. Okay? We're here. I'm sorry, that was UTFO. Just watch. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Take care of yourselves. We'll talk the next time. I just wanted to take this time before I went to sleep. It's 7 o'clock to let you guys know that something just ain't right. You've been hoodwinked.